Okay, how's everybody doing this evening? Let me introduce myself. My name is Kent. The channel is EOS San Diego, and I make a nightly video about the EOS blockchain. All things EOS. Of course, tonight I have my Arizona State Sun Devil shirt on. And the reason I wear Arizona State Sun Devil shirts is because my son, Chase, who also is an EOS, has an EOS channel, I'll put the link below, wrestled for Arizona State University. So I'm very fond of the Arizona State Sun Devils, so I'm wearing their shirt tonight. So that's the reason why I like Arizona State. Plus they have a pretty good football team. So far this year, I think they've won a couple games. But let's talk a little bit about EOS and about DAPP development. Warren Buffett has this saying, and Warren Buffett has a lot of sayings, but one of his favorite is, you know who's swimming naked when the tide goes out. So when the tide goes out, you know who's not wearing any swimsuits. Well, that's kind of what's going on right now with the crypto market. Tide is going out, and we're seeing who really has something and who doesn't have something. And that's kind of what's going on with Ethereum. A lot of things that have been built on Ethereum now really aren't doing much because the tide's gone out and we see what they really have, and they don't really have a whole lot. And of course, Ethereum is trying to re-engineer itself, so now things run on side chains instead of on the main chain, because the main chain's engineered as a proof of work platform protocol, so now they have to run things on a side chain to speed it up, which means your community is a little bit off base. The community now, the Ethereum community, has to readjust to the re-engineering of the whole system, of the whole platform. As with EOS, that's not the case. EOS was built to scale, and now that EOS is scaling, now DAPP's applications are being built on EOS that can handle a lot of transactions per second. One of the things that are on EOS right now is the decentralized exchanges. I saw someone write something about Ethereum not running much and then having exchanges that didn't really do much. The reason the exchanges didn't do much on Ethereum is because Ethereum didn't have enough transactions per second. So the last thing you want to do is go to an exchange, make a trade, and wait forever for that trade to actually be recorded on a blockchain, or recorded so that you could you could have the transaction take place. Very slow. So obviously, slow trading doesn't mean that a lot of people are going to use it. Whereas with EOS now, you have decentralized exchanges running at a very fast pace. In fact, really fast. We've been using those exchanges, and they work really, really well. I think there's 4 of them right now, and I think there'll be some more coming up very, very soon. So really what this video is about, it's about the evolution of a DAPP and how things got to be built on something else for the world of cryptocurrency, the world of blockchain to progress. Actually, Bitcoin protocol had to be in place for Ethereum to exist. Now, Ethereum had to be in place for EOS to exist. Ethereum smart contract that isn't scalable, EOS smart contract scalable. What's going on now with EOS is the development of DAPP's applications. Sometimes they call them applications, they're actually decentralized applications, which means DAPP, application running on a decentralized network. But EOS is evolving for the applications to start to progress, for the applications to catch up with the potential or what EOS can actually perform with. So right now a lot of games are taking place on EOS, which is a normal evolution for the platform. I mean, you're not going to have really intricate, detailed, complex DApps running on EOS yet because the main chain just hasn't been active that long. So it takes a little bit of time for these decentralized applications to be built on something like EOS. But the DApps, the exchanges are there. You can see how fast the exchanges are, and you can see that the transactions take place very quickly, unlike what the transactions or the decentralized or the applications, or I'm sorry, the exchanges on Ethereum, how quick they are. So this is all leading to the point that things are being developed on EOS at a very, very, what you would say would be an ordinary pace. A pace that we should expect. First games being developed, a little bit more complex DApps will be released very soon, one of which is the challenge DAPP that we're working on right now, pretty much all the time. We hopefully will get it done this week. I know I promised it this week. I still think we're going to get it done this week, but it should be up very soon. So a little bit more complex of an app than what's running on there currently with the games and the dice throwing and stuff like that. Now you'll have the next round come up, and the next round, and the next round, and the next round. So eventually we're going to have some very complex DApps, decentralized applications running on EOS, which is exactly what EOS was meant to be. So one of the things that's happening right now is a lot of people are impatient about this taking place. These decentralized applications being built and how quickly they're being built. And a lot of the markets are actually thinking that too. The markets are like, you know, hey, EOS is running, looking at what's being built, like Ethereum. Ethereum's been around for a few years. EOS has been around for a few months. So they're trying to compare the two. There's no way to compare them because we really haven't seen the true potential of EOS and what actually is going to be built on this platform and what possibly can be built. And we're all waiting for that to happen. We're just waiting for that to happen. It is happening, and I think it has happened with the decentralized exchanges. So what we should, and I've been saying this in videos previous to this, what we should all be focused on is not the price. The price isn't, you know, what dictates how successful EOS is. Obviously, the price is going to catch up to the activity when the activity gets up to a certain level, of which the activity is should very soon be at that level based on what's already being built and how quickly the things that are being built are running. So really this is just a matter of time before EOS price, like I say, could reach triple figures by applications being built, applications being run at a very quick, high pace, many transactions per second. That's what's happening. That's what's being built, and that's what's going to take place. So it's really the evolution of an application, evolution of a DAPP, and what we should be focused on is what is being built and how quickly and how much that's being used, how many times that's being used. That's what we're talking about now, and that's what's affecting the market, and that's what's affecting the future of cryptocurrencies and all applications run on the Ethereum, EOS, and whatever other blockchains are out there running right now. So anyway, this is about the evolution of DApps. What we should be focused on is the DApps being built and what's being built and the level at which what's being built. Right now we're just at a basic level. Very soon we'll be at another level, another level, and eventually we're going to have some very complex DApps applications running on these blockchains. And you're going to see some real value in the future, some really complex stuff running very, very, very soon, I think, because the potential's there. EOS is like the Ferrari of blockchains. It's the fast blockchain. It's the blockchain that can make transactions per second. Many, many, many. I think Mike Novogratz was saying 50,000 transactions per second really soon. I think he's right. Could be a lot more than that, but this is what we're waiting on. And anybody that's impatient right now should just settle down, wait for this stuff to happen, because it's going to happen, and enjoy the ride, because it's going to be a very, very prosperous, healthy ride. And this will happen because the potential's there. Blockchain is ready to go. It's all set up, transactions per second are increasing, and of course everything is starting to run more smoothly every day. I think a lot of the things that in the beginning that you have to work out, I mean, there's everything. You know, it's a brand new blockchain. It's a brand new idea. It has to be developed, and it is being developed. And anybody that's gone through development knows nothing takes place overnight, as we are finding out with developing the challenge DAPP. I mean, right away I thought we could do it right away. We're doing it. It's taking a little bit more time, and a little bit more time, a little bit more time. It will be up and running here very soon, but it has to be something that's done patiently and not in a rush and in a hurry. That's the way it works. That's the way it's meant to be. So anyway, the market isn't what we should be focused on. The DAPP applications, people running the applications, building the applications, and also the usage of those applications. That's what we're focused on. That's what we're thinking about. And that's where this is going. So anyway, I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much.